What's up everyone, I'm Redtail and welcome to my trip to work. Currently I'm on the road going to my weekend work. I work on the doors as a bouncer in lovely Melbourne, Victoria, and tonight we are going to work on Swan Street. I don't particularly want to say which place I'm working at because I don't want to get fucking doxxed by anyone or people following me home or people harassing my co-workers there. So I believe tonight is roughly a 3-man crew. So it'll either be myself, my supervisor, and someone else. They usually have been chucking a fourth person on for the most part, especially in the warmer months, considering everyone like spontaneously wants to go out because it's still quite warm. What else can I say? I finished like not too late tonight. I haven't been asked to do a follow-on. I can explain a bit more what a follow-on is a bit later on. At the moment, I am currently trying to concentrate because it's just going in from like 4 lanes all the way to 6, and I'm by no means any expert in driving into the city at all. I mainly work out of suburbs, so when I'm driving down onto Hoddle Street, turning into Punt Road or onto Swan Street, it can sometimes be a bit daunting for me. One of the reasons I'm planning on doing this is because I don't always have the time to do games, and so it is just a bit easier for me to edit this down when I get home at like 4 in the morning when no one's asleep, or have it most of Sunday to edit this down into what I want. And games just always is a bit of a long time. It's like I don't always have the time to do sessions in between me doing my day job and this. Traffic's not... I'm not going to finish that sentence because that is just going to wind me up in an absolute world of hurt. It's generally it's not great this time of night. It's definitely not the worst I've experienced, especially when you're working out on, when you go and work on Chapel Street. That is just, it doesn't matter. Like once it's past a certain time, I think like usually past 8:30 is when it starts getting nuts, because it's not people coming out of the city or going to the city for their lunches or a day trip. It's more about people coming to the city to start partying, and there's just, I don't know, this weekend, I don't know if there's anything on. I know Brunswick Jazz Festival's on. It's not fucking Taylor Swift on, which was the other, so mind you, the other week, Taylor Swift, Matchbox 20, football, and Blink-182 all on in the same weekend. Imagine the shit fight that was that weekend for us. That was we had to call in a 5th guard because we reached maximum capacity, and then the other club I moved to after that, so I did a follow-on, was after that was complete max capacity, and that capacity there I think was like 800 people. So it's 400, I think it's 400 to 420 blazing that I'm working tonight, but there's a couple places that are super big that will have like a max cap of 700, 800. I know it's not the biggest in Melbourne, but it's not like it's billboards or anything. Holy shit, I didn't see that red light. I would have just killed those 2 people. It's not like it's billboards or levels which have like, I think up to like 1,000 people. And I made good time as well. My shift starts at 9. It's 20 past 8 now, so I do have a bit of a lull period to prepare myself and go say hi to all the bar staff and have a bit of a hee-hee chat. And down to 40. Whoa, it changes really quick here now. It was like 60, 60, 60, 60, and then 40 up. Way up ahead. What are you doing? Of course it's a Camry! It's a Camry. It's a Camry. Oh my god. Of course. I expect nothing less. Nothing. Oh yeah, up yours too, buddy. Why'd you cut me off? Because your indicator wasn't on, and I wasn't gonna stop because you're in the wrong. Oh, I was so I was prediction spot on. A lot of people out, which is good for the bar and good for business, because I might have to go work elsewhere. but at the same time, it's depending on who's out as well, it can turn into a bit of a nightmare, because I'm not always necessarily on the front door. Oh, I'm just going to cut across super quick. That was very naughty of me. Oh, you can't park there. I thought he was like that guy legit parked. I was like, oh, awesome. Oh, it's a no standing zone. So there is something that probably not a whole lot of people who don't drive into the city. Most people either catch an Uber or public transport. If you don't drive into the city, then you wouldn't know this. But parking in here is very hard to do if you're not paying. And if you are paying, then you have to be ticket inspectors, especially in certain suburbs, are very good at what they do. Like, you can get there like a minute after it's done. It's like, come on, man, like I'm so close. And like, sorry, bro, you gotta wear the fine now. It's like, oh, it's like you don't hate them, but at the same time, it's like, did you have to do it? Rightio, so at the moment I am in the middle of my shift. It's around 10, it's 10:15. I have to move my car because my car, the parking time has run out, and because this is in Richmond of all fucking places, the ticketos or whatever, the parking inspectors are like really bad. The parking inspectors can be quite fickle, or not fickle, sorry, that's the wrong word. They're not lenient. I understand I'm going through a no entry zone, that's fine. I'll zip through here. Oh sweet, this bro is actually being a legend right now. Legends, thank you. Front of the car, yep, start going now. Sweet and salty. Rightio. Back to it. I guess I'll see you guys at the end of my shift. So, shift over. Pretty standard evening. I think I did so it was 9 until 1:30. I finished, so 4.5 hours. Not overly bad. Didn't get a follow-on, so I did explain what I was going to do. Explain as a follow-on earlier on. So what that essentially is, right, is my boss will send me off the roster as of tomorrow morning. So for next week, so most likely get placed where I was working tonight again. But what he can request during the week or over that text message is essentially that I say, well, he says, look, I've got you at 9 o'clock until close here, and then after that you're going to go work in another place. So that's what generally happens. Last week and this week have been pretty good that I haven't had to do that. So I had to do it I did it on my birthday weekend. It wasn't the worst because they knew it was my birthday, so they didn't make me stay till 6:30, 7 in the morning, which is when that venue shut. Tonight it wasn't great. I didn't get hit. There was an incident we had. There was pretty much for the entire night we only had a couple of people we had to turn away from the door, which was like stock standard. two instigators, two Maoris that came up, huge dudes, right? And I was standing on the rooftop section because there's a downstairs part which is a bar and a slash club. There's a rooftop bar which is a smokers area as well. And these two guys came up and I was looking the other way, so there's like a wall and my back's to that, and there's like the ledge, which is what this big table is sitting at. So it's like two people's birthday rolled into one. And these Maoris come past me and I don't really even notice. It's like, oh, well, I've seen that they're there. I don't even notice what they're really doing. They make a beeline for this table, try hitting one of the blokes. They miss, or they wing him. And this guy throws a second punch and hits a chick smack dab square in the face. So it's like his buddies instantly is like, whoa, that is not okay. They pull him outside. And of course the patrons start having a go at me for not doing my job. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the other 60 or so people in the other part of the rooftop bar. So I'm not just focusing on this table. I'm focusing on all the other people there in the bar, that's all the other patrons. Is this Burke? Yes, it is. So of course when that happens, all the blokes on that table just want war, they just want blood. So I was like, right, I called it in over the radio. It's like, these Maoris coming downstairs, they've just punched some chick in the face. You get them out, do not let them back in, bar them for the rest of the street tonight. So that's why they were eventually barred, but they tried coming back in to where I was working, and I was like, no. And these guys, the ones that were part of the party, celebrating the party, was they kept wanting to go outside to obviously punch on with them. So it's right, me stick the mouth guard in, get the jacket off, because if it ends in all out war between these guys, it's 20 blokes against like 5 Maoris who are like well over 100 kilos, much bigger than them, and it's going to end with myself and my 3 other colleagues in the middle of it, trying to separate these two guys. So the girl didn't want to press any charges or anything. I went up to her first. Instead of the bloke that they were aiming for, we were trying to get some information off of him if he wanted to press charges. I went up to her, made sure that she was all right. She didn't get a blood nose or anything. Didn't get just a bit of swelling around the face. She got quite a nasty shock though, which honestly is like expected if it's completely out of nowhere. Glass fucking everywhere on that back patio, or back patio, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so we essentially just shut that area for the rest of the night so we could hose all the liquor down. So because beer and all the other, like any other alcohol just got everywhere. There was so much glass everywhere. We just shut that area down, roped it off so the bar staff could help clean it up. And of course at the end of the night, when there's a dude that's trying to bloody crowd surf in there, mind you, I don't even know why he'd be doing that. It's not even like there's not even that many people in the club. And on his come down, right, he obviously must nudge this dude that was way too drunk, and the dude pops him with an elbow in the face and breaks his nose. Like, oh fuck, like right before the end of the evening. We've already noted this incident report down, we have to write another one, for God's sake. And he had to go off to the hospital because that thing was like bound like a staircase. Now going home to upload this to my laptop, and then I'm going to go to sleep because my back, it's not even my mid back, it's your hips and your legs that just cramp up. So yeah, you can be moving around, which is fine, but like what, I still can't even wrap my head around what was that dude thinking. What did he think was going to happen? You're just walking up to, they were singing happy birthday, right? Okay, you might not like that, it might be obnoxiously loud. Who gives a shit? They've paid for that table, they've reserved it. Like, if you don't like it, a very simple answer is to fuck off and go to a different bar. You've got Swan, you've got the Swan, you've got Harlow, you've got Precinct, you've got Social. you got all those places, and yet you decide that your best course of action is to start throwing down. I didn't cop anything, or I did, in the sense when I say cop anything, like physically. Obviously I cop verbal shit from people, like when I knocked them back, and also from people like some other people from the party were saying that it's like, well, where the hell was security? It's like doing their job and looking at other stuff. I can't just be focused on you the entire night. It's like it's just children. I never will understand how people come in, or people start the night out perfectly normal, and by the end of it it's like just moronic. Because childish isn't even, like, it's childish, but it's like moronic that they get to that point and they think they won't get to that point. So I shit you not, every time I make one of these videos, it'll be the exact same outcomes. Like, how do people get so moronic? I know it's because of alcohol and pills and cocaine. It's an interesting perspective that I maybe am able to give people that just think, oh, bouncers are just fuckheads, but we're not. We're humans. We do make human error on occasion, actually quite often. But yeah, it's definitely a different, I don't know. I want it to work, but at the same time, I'm more than willing to accept the fact that it might not. Oh yes, green lights all the way. Yes, okay. Chuckers, McDonald's, tomato. Oh yeah, got all the kids out on the lawn. There's recently been a hotel in my area, a hotel/tavern in my area, has like converted like past 9:30 on a Friday, Saturday night, moves from being a bar/hotel into a nightclub. And of course there have been people that have complained about that. It's like, oh, my kids can't get any sleep. It's like, there was a point where you were that age and you were annoying people and their children not being able to get any sleep. So I guess you have a right to be annoyed, but at the same time, like, ain't that the pot calling the kettle black sort of thing? Well, I'm pretty much at home, so I'm going to end the video here. Please do give it a like. Leave a comment if you would like me to keep going with these ones, how I could potentially improve anything I'm saying, any information that anyone potentially would want. Again, I'm a rookie. I've been working doors under a year. That being said, please do leave a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!